The cold winter weather is coming, and the team at Peerless Boilers, they're ready to help you prepare for this season. It's time to make sure your home is nice and warm for the cold weather. Save loads of money on your fuel bill. Do it now before it's too late and you've got a mess on your hands. Start thinking about replacing your old beast of a boiler with a new high-efficiency Peerless Boiler. Go to peerlessboilers.com, pop in your zip code, and you'll find a dealer near you. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best-built boilers, and proud sponsor of Sid and Friends in the Morning, live from Israel.
Most weight loss plans are one size fits all, not taking into account each person's individual needs. Noom is here to change that. Noom Weight uses psychology. That's why they say losing weight starts with your brain. But it also takes into account your unique biological factors, which also affect weight loss success. The program helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings. Everyone's journey is different, so your daily lessons are personalized to you and your goals. One of the great things about Noom is that it's nourishing instead of restrictive. They focus on progress instead of perfection. You don't have to give up carbs, or anything for that matter. Have cravings? Food FOMO? Noom can help you lose weight while still enjoying your favorite foods. To date, Noom has helped more than 5.2 million people lose weight. Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's psychology and biology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com.
Oi! This is Sid and Friends in the Morning. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends. 77 WABC.
My dear friend Sydney, congratulations on speaking at Madison Square Garden this Sunday night. It's incredible. You should be very proud of yourself. From doing sports updates in the 90s to interviewing presidents and prime ministers. Incredible. What next? The Pope drops by to talk Old and New Testament. And maybe while you're at it, you ask him who he likes for the Yankee-Dodgers series. We're all so proud of you. We all love you. And this is one more incredible accomplishment.
How about that? That is, well, in my opinion, the greatest fashion designer ever. He is the greatest fashion designer ever. My friend Joseph Aboud leaving me that message yesterday. But I'm not the only one speaking Sunday before the great President Trump. It'll be a star-studded cast. Our friend Liz Pipko, she'll be here in studio tomorrow. She's going to speak. And this young lady, who, of course, does a tremendous job as Donald Trump's attorney, President Trump, and she was great, too, at the RNC in Milwaukee. She's my friend Alina Habba. Alina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Sid. Are you ready? Ready for Sunday? We're going to rock and roll New York.
I am ready. For maybe only the third time in my long career. I'm actually like a little nervous. I don't know, Trump, you've done this. Yeah, I haven't done this yet.
It's Madison Square Garden. I think you should be nervous. It's not a little thing. It's, the only other time I don't get very nervous anymore, but the one time I was nervous was the RNC. And I will say, this one has me a little bit jostled as well. So it's not a small crowd, but we'll be there together. We're going to rock and roll, tell New York what's up and who they should be voting for.
Absolutely. And I will say this, you said you were nervous at the RNC. So I'm not lying because I saw a lot of people speak those 3 nights. But I remember your speech specifically. I thought it was great. And one of the things you talked about in the speech where I was like, wow, that's kind of cool, was, and you said it happened more than once, was you said you were in the street one day, right? And you're walking with Trump, maybe on the way to court. You're with him every day, all those court trials. And it was a phone call, and you put Trump on with somebody on the phone, right? How did that whole story go?
Yeah, I was walking from court on the phone with President Trump, giving him an update, and somebody screamed like, "God bless you, keep fighting," whatever they normally say. And the president heard the person in the background. He said, "Who was that?" I said, "Oh, it was just some random person in the street. I'm in New York." He goes, "Put him on the phone. Put him on the phone." And he took the phone, and that's who he is, He's like a man of the people. He wants to talk to people. He wants people to understand that he's listening and he cares. He's made that clear through his campaign, I think. And that's really the reason I told that story, is because that's not when anybody's watching. That's not when there is cameras rolling. It was just me on the phone with him speaking about not pleasant things, and he didn't care. He just wanted to talk to whoever his fans were. So it was, that's who he is. He's a great person, and we're lucky to have him as a personal friend, but I think the country is lucky to have him as somebody who's going to fix all the mess that these idiots have made.
Well said, but as you can tell, that story did resonate with me. You're talking about months and months ago. I'm still talking about it. Alina Habba right here, she's set to speak on Sunday, too. And, again, we're not that far removed, Alina, from every day. Every day you're going to court, whether it's that ridiculous Letitia James court case where they try to steal everything from our friend Trump, to the obviously, the Alvin Bragg nonsense. I mean, for months and months and months, you were in court every day, and a lot of very smart people were going, this guy ain't going to make it. He's going to jail. He's not going to make it. And here we are 12 days away, and everybody believes, including Democrats, he's in the lead. When you think back to those long days in court to where we are now, Alina Habba, an unbelievable transformation, yes?
Yeah. The case is, I'd been saying it on TV over and over again, but it's really come to fruition. They're complete and utter garbage, and now they've fallen apart. And I said that always. I said these aren't real cases. And then we would lose, and people say, "You're a terrible lawyer." No, I'm not. You know what it is? We have serious records that had to be made, and now we're winning on appeals because the judges that are not politically motivated are seeing that these cases and the decisions made in the lower courts were wrong. And the cases should have never even existed or been brought. And we're winning. And on all fronts, we're winning. The American people are tired of the lawfare. The American people are tired of hearing the back and forth and the garbage. They just want money in their banks and safety and security. And that's just, frankly, not what this administration has provided. They've demolished all of those things.
Alina Habba, who was also best friends with Siggy Flicker, as I am. So
she's the best.
She is the best. I wanted to go down to Mar-a-Lago. I was down there for the movie about Scott LeBedo. I couldn't make it for this one. I know Trump was there. It's about him, that documentary, and Siggy stole the show. Jack Smith, he's still at it. He's a psycho. He's never going to quit until it's all said and done. But any teeth, anything left of Jack Smith? Anything?
Jack Smith is the most desperate individual. I literally... everything's on hold on that case. And instead what they've done, because they can't have a trial and they can't have their original plan, is they've started to, release testimony and items from the case right before the election, attempting to waiver voters and to somehow in the public get that perception that, oh, he did something wrong. It's so un-American. It's like, oh, we can't have a trial, so let's just start leaking and releasing, with the judge's blessing, facts from the case that are one-sided. So, look, America is not dumb.
Right.
And I truly used to worry 3.5 years ago when this all started, when we first had the raid 2 years ago. I used to worry. And now I say, you keep doing it, but the American people know your game plan.
Yep.
It's like doing the same play on a football game over and over and over again. We're going to position ourselves to beat you. And we are, frankly. Jack Smith's another one, desperate,
psycho.
Desperate. He had no business even being in that position, as we know. He wasn't even properly put in that role.
That's right, 100%. That goes back to Garland. So last one, wrap up all this nonsense, these cases. Is there anything left out there that we should be even a little bit concerned about? Anything?
No, not really. Obviously they delayed the sentencing for him on the hush money case. And we'll see what happens there if he doesn't. I think he will win. Everything in the polls say he will win, but that's the only thing that's really hanging over everybody is that judge, Merchan's.
Right, Merchan. So, you know what I find fascinating? I'm actually curious, and I think most listeners will feel the same way. You and Trump are very, very close. You're still with him like 2 or 3 times a week. At least, right. Do you even talk about this stuff anymore? Have you moved on talking about, Tulsi Gabbard and winning elections?
Yeah, our focus at this moment, unless something comes up on his cases, is truly the campaign. And I've obviously switched to the campaign. I'm a senior advisor of the campaign now. I still have active cases with him. But the truth of the matter is our focus and his focus is to win this election because the lawfare will stop. It's not just against him. He could do it too. And you know, the truth is he's not that person. He wasn't when Hillary Clinton could have been dead to right. He had her dead to right on Russia hoax. He could have gone after her, and he didn't. And, you know, we want this country to heal, and we really do. We want it to heal, and it needs to heal. And this business of lawfare is just not good for us. So we're exhausted of it. And we're just ready to talk policy and closing the border and getting our people safe and allowing women to walk to the subway and not be afraid of being attacked by some migrant.
Right.
And that's where my focus is right now as well as his. And everything has kind of calmed down because we've been winning. And we need America to hear the real, you know, how are your gas prices going to go down? How are your 401ks going to go up? How are we going to fix the housing market so people can start selling and buying homes and affording to do so? You know, the fentanyl crisis, things that matter. And that's really what America needs, is to talk about the things that matter and not the garbage that they've interjected into our system.
This is the great attorney, now senior advisor and dear friend of President Trump. My friend, too, Alina Habba. So I saw some great pictures of you and Tulsi Gabbard a couple of days ago. She was on this show, I guess Monday, right, Justin? Monday, Tulsi was on. And it was the day before she announced to the world that, hey, I'm now a Republican. You spent a lot of time with her this week. How impressive is Tulsi Gabbard?
Oh, I love her. What an angel. I mean, she is really a doll. She's a strong woman. I was with her before she went out and did that speech, and she was, you know, looking over her notes, and she's just a sweetheart. She's a good person. Yeah. I was with her, you know, before the debates. We were working together, and she's doing a great job, and she's been a really strong voice for the president. I'm one of those women that, you know, unfortunately in the world, you have some people that will try and blow somebody's light out to make theirs brighter. And I am all for more strong women, more strong voices. And she has been such a great part of this campaign that was unexpected, I think. And what she did the other night, you know, announcing that she's joining the Republican Party was tremendous and bold. And that's a commitment. You know, that's not just words. That's a political commitment that has ramifications for her. And she did it, and she joined the right team. She came on home. So, you know, I loved what she said. The Democrat Party is not a party I identify with. They are not for America. They are not for us. They are for themselves. And that is not who I want to be as a politician. She wants to be with the party of truly the party of joy and the party of the people. And that's the Republican Party.
She has a huge, huge future in front of her. So wrapping this amazing conversation up, this is the great Alina Habba. So you did speak at the RNC in Milwaukee. And as I pointed out earlier, you weren't good. You were great. You were great. This is a much shorter speech. I think, what would you speak for, about 15 minutes in Wisconsin?
Yeah, Wisconsin was, I think it was 10, 12. I don't know.
Okay.
I you know, who knows with the timing and everything, but yeah, this is much shorter, and I have to tell you the charge, and I don't know, Sid, if you've ever spoken at a Trump rally.
Never. First one.
Okay, well, all I can tell you is there is really nothing like it. I mean, Kamala said it herself. I encourage you to go to a Trump rally, although I believe we're sold out, but it is going to be epic. And the charge you get from Republicans that just are really patriots and want this country to be saved, when you come out and they recognize you, there is no bigger feeling. And the rally speech is quick, but it's powerful. And the charge of that crowd, I just can't wait to see you after you speak and hear how you feel, because there's nothing like speaking at a Trump rally. It's just epic. And I'm so happy for you, honestly.
Thank you.
Going to be joining me.
Thank you. I'm actually thrilled to death that I'm going to be there with you too. And, you know, I admire you. I think you're terrific. You're a great attorney, a powerful lady. You know, I'm married to a great woman. I got a beautiful daughter too. So I love seeing women who do a terrific job. And you're at the very, very top of the list, Alina. Thank you so much for hopping on this morning. Can't wait to see you Sunday. It's going to be fun. Thank you so much.
See you Sunday.
All
Can't
right.
wait, everybody.
All
See
right.
you Sunday in New York.
All right, Alina. Thank you. There she is, the great Alina Habba, and she's going to be speaking Sunday. Well, of course she is, at Madison Square Garden before President Trump.